Boom. Wait. Why are you boxes?
Boxes?
I got little boxes rotating here.
What? What's going on?
I don't know.
Is my thing fucked up?
Yeah, your video just randomly cut out the second that I
How about now?
now I'm getting little boxes. She.
Oh well. Hey, are we live?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh,
welcome to the Manic Money Finance channel. I'm Crypto Corey. This
I'm
is
Money
Money
Mike.
We got to get this stream out to some people. We got to hold on. Make sure. Yeah, it's still loading.
I'm talking to two little boxes that are rotating around each other. That's how we do
That's
it
weird.
here at Manic Money.
That's strange.
Obviously, that's on the Discord side of things, but let me check out the YouTube side of things here. Manic Money.
Yeah, it's all right, I guess. But yeah, let's go over Bitcoin here. What should we do? I think we should enter a short right now.
Yeah, let me go check out what you're posting here. So just so you know, Corey is now two little boxes that rotate around each other. Deal with it.
Yeah, thanks Discord. Making yourself look nice and good right now. This hasn't happened before. Something just keeps happening with our streams now. It's unfortunate. I don't know how to fix that.
It is unfortunate. And it was right when I went live too.
It just happened as soon as you went live?
Yeah. Like when I came back over to Discord after going live, you are rotating boxes.
Oh, that sucks.
So it's definitely a Discord issue. I mean, your voice is coming through just fine. Oh, where did he go?
How about now?
Hey, you are FAF, bro. Fuzzy as.
Well, at least we're not boxes anymore.
I can see you.
Yes. Yeah, that's frustrating. There's some technical difficulties here.
Oh, I do have exciting news.
Oh, what is that?
I've decided to endorse a political candidate for office.
Oh,
yeah. Actually, just head up so you can read the shirt. I have decided to endorse Hawk Tua. Spit on that thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know me over here. We're apolitical on this side of the stream.
Yeah. No, I think everybody needs more Hawk Tua in their life.
You're right. I think we all could.
So many people have commented on the shirt when I go out, man. It's great. Mostly women. Mostly women are like, that shirt is amazing. I had one girl at the restaurant point at my shirt and do like one of the little heart things. I don't know how to do it. Oh, I know. It's like, it's funny. You think more dudes would be into it, but man, I know if a chick's like, I love that shirt, she Hawk Tua's.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
Like low key, just you already know.
I've been trying to get any chick that compliments this shirt, man. I've been trying to get her number. We're over 12.
That's great. I'm happy for you, Mike.
Oh, good times.
Anyways, in the charts, what are we watching? So we're watching the signal, and we're about to get it, right, Mike? We're about to enter our live demo trade. By the way, this is not financial advice. Nothing on this channel is financial advice, right? And what we do involves a lot of risk. And if anybody, who wants to try to see if we're trading live funds. I don't know who might do that, like the Feds or something. You can see that we're only using demo trading. So
it clearly says paper trading.
Yeah, you can move on to the next YouTuber, right? Fed boy.
I don't know. This is a weird setup, man. Like I would go bullish with about 10 to 25% of my dry powder. I would never put all of it into it at these current levels.
Yeah, we're watching this. It's risky, so we gotta make sure we get our trade here. Let's outline it first. This is a good thing to do, right? Let's put that stop loss above there, right? And let's aim for this high, right? Go for that high, right? And we can put our trade in if it enters. And we get that cross above the 200. We're just waiting for that right now. Or we'll see the rejection. So then get the rejection, we're going to continue to sit on our hands and watch because we're in a bullish environment. We're not trying to catch every single move, right? So if we're bullish, we're not trying to short, right? Not trying to, it flips around. If it hits your stop, that doesn't mean you go short. It means stop trading. That's it. You have to have the discipline in the beginning, right? What do you think will happen, Mike?
I don't know. I really, really want to go bullish on it, but I think that's
Looks
just a
sketchy.
little. I think that's just because I think that's just me emotionally wanting this thing to go up. I mean, the 50 is crossing over.
All this resistance right here, see it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm saying buy.
It needs to get above those candles, and that's why it's struggling right now.
I say buy prematurely.
We're waiting for confirmation. That's what we do on this channel, right?
That might be what you do. They call me Mr. Premature. Well, that's only because I was born at 29 weeks.
A lot of people, let's get this limit buy in here.
I'm gonna limit your buying. All right, I got the chats up. We'll monitor the chats.
Chat in there.
Oh, people watching the stream, people in the chat, tell me what you think about Hawk Tua for 2024. I think everybody can get behind that.
Right? Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you ever had a Hawk Tua moment. PG though, please. This is a PG channel.
This is a family channel.
All right, so we got our trade set up. As soon as we get that crossover, we should get an order filled here.
Where's that crossover at? The 62.6?
Did it fill our order already?
Did it?
I don't know. That's weird. Trading View
look like it has.
That's weird because we clearly put in a limit order there. See, Trading View has been doing some glitchy stuff lately.
It's a buy?
Not making you guys. I don't want to speak too soon here. All right, I don't know if it triggered the order or not. It kind of looks screwy though. It looks like it triggered, right?
2 Bitcoin. It seems like it's stalling out right now. It's pretty crazy. I was just stalling out right here, and
when it does this, you'll see a big move follow, and there she goes. Looks like we didn't get it. Yeah, it triggered our order prematurely.
Well, this is a good
but let's see what happens, I guess, right? It already entered us long.
It's a good learning thing now, because this will happen in your brokerages.
You all saw it on the stream. I put my order at 62,596, and price clearly didn't go there. Come on, Trading View. What's going on here?
Well,
I'm trying to show you, people how to use your demo trading, and it's clearly it's not working.
Well, if you're putting in a buy order and you put a limit on it, it means it's gonna buy like when it gets down to that level. So if you put in a limit
Up to that level.
really?
In this case, I had triggered a limit order at 62,596, which would be above the 200. And it just triggered a market order, I guess, which is kind of screwy.
Oh no, dude, it's definitely going up.
That's what we all right, see
boom, sell, $11, get out. The most successful traders ever. Made $11 in 3 minutes. Eat your heart out, Warren Buffett.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with the demo trading. It was working for a while, but now sometimes it does some screwy stuff. Right now, I don't like this. It looks kind of sketch to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Like
100%. 100%.
that looks like a bear flag, and it looks like we're gonna get walked on. But
it's just you're so negative. You're so negative. But anyways,
Bitcoin does some weird stuff sometimes.
Oh, it's going to be doing some weird stuff this week too, especially. I've been actually wanting to ask you this. What do you think is going to be the effect on Bitcoin price of this conflict in the Middle East? Now that it's becoming more widespread, we're getting multiple regimes involved.
Well, I don't want to go too in depth as to why there's a conflict.
Well, no, that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about how is it going to affect Bitcoin. I mean, that is what it is. Well, we don't need to do any commentary on that in any way, shape, or form.
And what I meant by that comment has nothing to do with anything has been talking about on the news. Because all of what they're telling the normal people is just smokescreen. Well, we all know what war is, right? It's a way for the bankers to profit. All right. So, what do I think Bitcoin is going to do? I mean, it's only bullish, right? We just have the halving. Sorry, I feel like I got cough here. So we just had the halving, right? And we're getting a less reward for the mining block, right? And the real question, I don't want to go too in depth as to why this is a conflict is starting to break out all over the place. Well, the printing of the money, I mean, we see it, Mike. There's a lot of people that see it in the financial world. And if we see it, who else do you think sees this, right? And I think people who are watching, right, the world's watching, we're starting to get fed up with the shenanigans that's going on. And we don't have to go into depth about anything about that, but they're getting fed up, and they're seeing what our so-called leaders, whatever that is, or the authorities.
You know who you are.
Right? They're screwing around with the money. And a lot of people see this around the world. So they might have some excuse as to why there's stuff happening, but behind the scenes, we kind of understand what's going on. It's all tied to the economy. We can look at this throughout history. It's always tied to the economy. Whenever some big event happens, it's always the economy. So, and every 100 years, I mean, history has shown that the world currency gets reevaluated. So, the last one was Germany. So
World War II?
Yeah, and we're coming up on that 100 years here pretty soon. So what do I think about Bitcoin? I think it's probably a very, very wise idea for myself to acquire a lot of Bitcoin. That's just what I'm going to say about that. Because who knows what the next currency is going to be.
Could be, what is that? What do they always use when they're doing these like economic examples and stuff? When they're doing like these problems where you're buying widgets. Could be widgets.
Widgets. Yeah, this setup is looking a little sketchy. I'm not going to lie here, Mike.
Is there a widget cryptocurrency?
I'm not sure.
If not, we should start one.
What's a widget?
You never heard that?
No. Like why don't you explain it to the audience here?
When they're doing like a problem in school, especially like economic problems and stuff, they always use the example of like if you're buying and selling widgets, like to describe scarcity, market forces, supply and demand, all this stuff. They'll use, oh, you're making so many widgets in a factory for so much price with so much manpower. Like if you do this, you'll produce this many widgets for this much money. It's always widgets because it's like a variable, like X and Y in algebra. But usually they use it for any kind of economic-based problems. Widgets.
yeah, that's great. I like that word.
Yeah, I did think it was kind of interesting though, because like Bitcoin is definitely going bullish right now, and I think it's going bullish right now. I think the Bitcoin bull run has resumed, if you will. Which is the
Bitcoin. That's what I want. I mean, we put in the stream. We gotta put that straight. As far as I'm concerned, the Bitcoin bull run started last. What was it? Almost a month now. A few weeks.
I mean, we're up 8,000.
We started streaming right when the bull run started. So I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna say that right now. We started streaming when the bull run started back on, right? Isn't that convenient for all? We're all coming to you, helping you guys out because it's easy to make some money right now, right?
And remember what we said?
We're getting that signal. So now we're getting above. We had a candle that has closed above the 200.
So buy more. Remember what we said last week or a couple of weeks ago that if bullish, Bitcoin will drop in the first week of the month. We're getting towards the end of the first week of the month, and Bitcoin is going back up. And it dropped the first week of the month. It's actually down 3,300 in the past week. And then today, we are now up close to 1,600. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look?
Oh yeah, it's doing the fake out right now.
Crypto Corey bringing you the goods. Fake out. I'm on the live price right now. That's just candles, man. That's just minute price action. It is not important.
It's just the 1 minute, so don't get stuck in the 1 minute. Right.
There's a wild animal behind you, Corey.
7 minute looks like it's gonna dump. All right, look at that. 7 minute looks like it's gonna dump. 5 minute looks like it's gonna dump.
Oh, here we go.
3 minute looks like it's gonna dump. This is what I'm talking about.
Bring in the doom and gloom.
So but the 1 hour, see, look, it's curl back up. 2 hour could do the same.
Don't bring me the doom and gloom.
We're about to get the 1 hour close in 4 minutes 30 seconds.
You know what's gonna happen? It's Monday morning in Asia right now, and these stockbrokers and these crazy investors with the Bitcoin and such, when they get to their computers and they see what's happening with price action right now, they're going, oh, these stupid Americans, they think price is going to drop. Like, who would buy right now? It's crazy. So we buy.
Kind of think like a retail trader, then do the opposite.
Yep. It's I think AJ's gonna just I mean, look at that. You got the 10 crossing the 200 right now.
So yeah, let's get this crossover.
I mean,
right, happening in live, right in front of you. I'm talking about the strategy we teach right here on this channel. Right, we're showing it live in the charts with the demo trade. Right.
That's an intense pivot point, and that's why price action seems to be getting stuck the last 30 minutes or so. It's very much deciding which way it wants to go. So I'm looking at live price right now, man. And the past 20 minutes is crazy. It's just a straight line. Little trades, just.
Typically, I see when you see something like this, we're getting the crossover, which is nice, which could negate this. But when the 200's still pointing down like this, sometimes you get a poke up and then it pokes back down until this 200 becomes flat. That's what we want to see. We want to see that 200 flatten out, which it's kind of starting to do. So we got that cross, right? But it's fighting. It's fighting, right?
Oh yeah, it's wild, dude.
Yeah, really freak yourself out, like zoom in super close like this. So when it like pops, you're like
oh, good times. Yeah, and I mean it's going to be a volatile week next week for everything involved. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're investing in next week. I think we're going to see a broader direction shift with the whole Middle East conflict. We're basically reaching the limit of what you would consider a small regional conflict. And once you start getting multiple regimes involved, so basically, Iran's kind of just been playing a little bit of cat and mouse with Israel. If they get into full-on, blown-out conflict, invest in oil, invest in cryptocurrency. Not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Oil, cryptocurrency. There's going to be all kinds.
That's what you're doing, right, Mike? That you're not telling people to do that. That's what you're doing.
No, I'm not even doing it. I don't have any money. I work at Wendy's.
And there she goes, right? Popping.
Pop. Yes.
And that's what we do around this channel. We just showed you live, right in front of you.
And boom, bada, bing.
How to make that money, right?
That's all Asia right there. They're just like, yeah, making money off America.
We're just demo trading this, right? And we're showing you guys how to do it.
Yeah, we don't have 2 Bitcoins.
This is typically, right, this is the same thing. If you were to use the same thing in the same market, right? This is real time for everybody's watching. We're trading on a live market. You can do this too, right? If you go on into TradingView, right? They've been having some bugs lately, which is unfortunate. But you can demo trade it. You don't need to risk any money, and please, 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 right? I wish I did it. Like when I first started out and I just demo traded, like just demo trade. Demo trade consistently for 3 months. Don't just like demo trade and be like, oh, I'm profitable after you did like 10 profitable trades. No. You have to have consistency month after month, right? Prove to yourself. Because when you put live money on, it's a whole different ball game, right?
I mean, yeah. Corey's got a good point there. Me, I figure, throw a little bit in every week, only what you can afford to lose. Something that you would spend on normally you would do something stupid every week, whether it be buy a bottle of alcohol on Friday or something like that. Like, $15-$20 a week. Start out small. Try to build yourself up with real money. But, I mean, anything other than that, demo or just using, throwing peanuts at it weekly is stupid.
Well, you gotta start somewhere, Mike. That's the thing. Notice when once we got this crossover, I got confirmation, I moved my stop up, right? Look at this thing. She's rocketing, Mike.
Nice.
Those good entries. See, we wanted to wait for confirmation, and that's what we got, but For some reason, we had TradingView execute a market. Maybe it was market order. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look at the video. I'm gonna close that trade. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna
Why?
move this. Yeah, I'm gonna move the stop loss to break even.
No, move it to positive. Move it to like positive 300-400 profit. Because then at least
I still want to stay under the 200. To be honest with you, I'd feel more comfortable at the 200.
Why?
But
You
honestly,
just made close to $600 in like 10 minutes. If you put the stop loss up, there we go. I mean, you could have put the stop loss up to a $400 profit.
Greedy, I'm gonna trade like I trade real money, right?
Yeah.
So if you start getting greedy, if you see a move like this, guys, I mean, it's gonna probably keep ripping. I don't care.
I mean, me myself, I would have moved the stop loss up to like
my money.
Well, I would have moved the stop loss up to like $400 in the money. So that way, if it came back down and hit it, at least you got out with a nice profit. And then if it does keep going up, bazinga.
Yeah, I could have put my stop loss at break even and closed half of the trade, right? And then left half of it open. Right. But that was a solid move. You don't see this kind of stuff too often, folks.
We're reaching. It's Sunday morning in Asia.
Bull market. I'm telling you, this is the bull market, right? Look at this thing. She's about to clear this flag. So this is where I was eyeing as well. Yeah, she's going on, right? I'm glad we're catching this live on stream here, Mike. Yeah. Who's calling me here?
62-866.
Alex is calling me. I gotta tell Alex I'm doing a live stream. You should be watching the stream instead of calling me.
Who's
right?
your boss?
And then you can be talking in the chat. No, Alex, I'm doing a welding job for this guy. Look at her go. Yeah, I should have held I guess I should have held that for a little longer, huh, Mike?
Yeah, as I was saying, the stop loss at 400 or 500 profit and just keep an eye on it. At that point, you don't even really have to keep an eye on it, You could just if it's gonna keep ripping, it's gonna keep ripping. I don't care. What are you welding?
That's it. He wants me to weld his trailer.
Steel?
Yep.
Nice. Do you do TIG welding?
Okay. Yeah, I do TIG, stick, and MIG.
What's the difference between stick and MIG?
Stick is like you have an electrode, and it's coated with almost like a material that creates a shielding gas. So you don't need shielding gas with the stick, and you also can get a lot more temperature with the stick welder. Much more penetration. Usually a stick welder is used for like structural welding and stuff like that. See how we're getting this reversal really quickly? It could keep ripping. I mean, we can enter when it comes back and touches the 21. That's another entry right there.
Hey.
Stick welding, usually more heavy duty, can be done outside, right? Because we don't need to carry gas with us. MIG welding. So MIG welding is machine inert gas, right? And basically it has a wire, which is the electrode, which is consumable. It's automatically fed out of the nozzle, and in that nozzle has a gas, so it produces gas there. So, and we use the mixed gas. Right. Usually I think it's like I don't want to say things that I don't know. Sound ignorant, but I know I use pure argon for TIG welding, but with MIG welding, I think it's carbon dioxide what they mix with it. I'm not too sure. I might be wrong with that. Look how fast that reversed. See, Mike, that's why when I get out there, it's because I've seen this happen so many times. And if you don't get your money, she might just reverse hard on you. right? And then go negative.
So. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, people who don't know, Corey does machining and welding, and I work on houses, which is why I have no clue about welding. Well, commercial. I do commercial construction too.
So MIG is pretty easy. I could teach him how to MIG weld in an afternoon. MIG nice. Actually stands for anyone can weld.
Oh man, good times. All right, you want to talk about economic data coming up this week?
Let's go through that.
Some data. So first off,
what? You give it all back. See this, Mike? What I'm doing?
You gonna go long again?
It's very risky for me to. I already entered.
Nice.
Kind of touched the 21. It could come back a little bit more. But yeah,
it actually looks good.
That was a bad idea to re-enter.
Nah, it looks good. We'll see what happens. Don't even get with that negative. Yeah, no, it's not looking great. But anyways, we have all kinds of Fed.
I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna keep my stop loss below the 200. Right? We're gonna just see what happens.
So we have
those wicks are pretty promising.
So we have the Chicago. We have a huge Fed meeting this week. So you have a Chicago Fed president giving opening remarks on Wednesday. You also have multiple Fed governors speaking, Fed presidents speaking, reverse vice chairs, regular vice chairs. I mean, you name it. It seems like everybody from the Fed is going to be speaking this week. And that's usually not great for the market. That's when you start to see seesawing because the market makers, the institutional investors, they're watching those speeches. And they buy and sell based off of those speeches. So it's pretty interesting. We have consumer credit on Monday. We have U.S. trade deficit on Tuesday. And NFIB optimism. Then we got wholesale on Wednesday. I think inflation data is coming out this week too. Initial jobless claims on Thursday. I mean, the beginning of the month's always rife with this stuff. Yeah, CPI. We got core CPI, year-over-year CPI. I mean, that's inflation data for anybody who doesn't know. It's going to be insane. Yeah, look at that.
Volatile week. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be nutty. So, I mean, obviously this would be like a really great opportunity, I would say, to make money, not financial advice. If you're short-term options trading on the S&P and the QQQ, or in Corey's instance, futures trading on the S&P and the QQQ.
Yeah, this is honestly, I prefer waiting for a stop loss, but since we're on the stream, I want to show all of you how to trade. This is how you can trade. It's risky, right? But if you want to trade a breakout, right, this is how you trade a breakout. Right?
You are showing financial data right now. I'm seeing Forex Factory.
Oh, yeah. Let me get back to the trade.
It's like you're gonna trade on Forex Factory. Hot damn. Hot damn.
So yeah. How we re-entered. So don't panic if you see a big move, right? Don't just buy into the green candle, right? Notice how this turned into a green candle, but notice how we buy the red candles, right? That's how we make money, right? Waiting for I know buying red candles is spooky, right? But this is what you have to change your mindset to get in the right. If you chase these candles, more than likely you're going to get walked on. More than likely this trade might get walked on. I give $300 back to what I just earned, right? This is why we don't. Also, chasing something like this can be risky, right? This is why you do it in a demo setting and you don't just risk live funds because, right, if this hits the stop loss, I only made $200, right? Because let's look at our account history, right? If that was live funds, if I had won that $500, like I'm walking away. I'm just closing. I'm happy, right? Be content. Right? If that's $500, like, think about it. Come on.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Hey, most people work a whole week to make $500, right? And you just watched us make it in
Most.
what? In 6 minutes, 7 minutes. See, look, the trade's getting.
I think the average salary in America now is like 35 to 50K. So I think most people are actually making more than $500 a week.
Still, I mean, think about how many hours you have to work at a normal job to make $500.
Normal job, ugh.
I mean, it takes longer than 6 to 10 minutes. So.
This is true.
So that's why if that first trade was live funds, I would have just walked away.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I want to show the audience what happens if you try to chase. Now, it might backfire, and just because it's a bullish environment and it's gonna pop, who knows? But more often than not, I've chased stuff like this, and it just end up coming back to going sideways. Right. If you look, let's go out into the 7-minute here. 7 minutes still looking spooky, right? Look at that wick. That wick tells you a story, right? We have 1, 2, 3. Almost like a head and shoulders pattern. 1. It's not really tall enough, but it's kind of sloppy. And now you've had this.
That's what she said.
Kind of going. I want to see Monday dump. Because if it dumps, I'm going long. I'm buying those stop losses, right, Mike? That's what we're doing.
I mean, I buy all the stop losses.
So now look at this 1 hour. Granted, it has another 46 minutes to close, but when you start seeing this, I want to emphasize into the audience, because a lot of trading channels don't even talk about this. I've come up with this myself, right? Look how many wicks we have here. 1, 2, and now 3. If this closes within 46 minutes, it's kind of early to tell. If this closes with a wick and it's still up here, it's telling you we've tried to push up here 3 times, and it's already, well, right now it says twice. If you look here, technically 3 times, right? On here. Look very closely at this candle. It's gotten rejected. 200 has gotten rejected 3 times so far on the 1 hour. It's making an attempt on the 4th attempt right now. Right? But if you start seeing these wicks like this, it's telling you a story. It's telling you, I don't want to go there. Now, I could be wrong because it's a bullish environment. But when I see stuff like that, Mike, it's cause for concern.
I'm concerned.
But this is a bullish environment. But see how this is already starting to curl down? Already topped out. This is on the RSI for the people who are not watching regularly and they just joined. RSI is the relative strength index. When it's up in the maximum here, it means it's overbought. It's down on the bottom, it means it's oversold. This is where we want to buy, right? This is where we want to sell. You could simply buy when the RSI is down here. Look at this. Here, RSI is low. And then you wait till RSI is high. Boom. That's that easy. RSI is low. RSI is at midpoint. RSI is low. RSI is oversold. If you had simply just entered trades based on the RSI, I mean, come on. Do we have to simplify it even more?
Maybe.
A lot of people do that.
We might have to.
Right now, it's telling me I should sell. Right? I
can't even imagine doing that because like RSI is a sliding ratio. And if you put that chart together and you look at RSI when it's high and RSI when it's low, it doesn't always coincide, and you can lose money doing that.
Oh yeah, not every indicator is not always going to be 100%, right?
Yeah.
Right. Even the moving averages, you'll see we show that too. The moving averages will, on days that are not ideal or times that are not ideal, they'll get you into some trouble.
I had a friend that learned that the hard way, man. He programmed a trading bot. Well, he didn't program it, but the indicator that he put in there was RSI. So when RSI got below 50, he bought. When it got up to like 90, it sold. It was like a at first he did like a 25 to 75 thing, and he got wrecked. No, he didn't get wrecked, but he wasn't making money doing that because of the sliding ratio. And then, so he spread it apart even more, bought when RSI got down to 10 and sold when RSI got up to 90. 10 and 90%. I don't know what you would actually quantify RSI as, but yeah.
You didn't back test it?
Huh?
You didn't back test it?
No, he just got Gunbot going.
Well, he just went,
hey,
it's committed.
Good luck. Yeah, a friend.
Jeez, that's. I mean, no offense to if he's watching, but that's scary.
Yeah, he's watching. He's watching, Corey.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, you know what? He didn't realize it was scary at the time, Corey. He had dollar signs in his eyes, and he was thinking, "Man, this bot's gonna make me millions."
Oh, I've full ported my account multiple times, so I mean, I'm not really one to talk either.
Full ported?
Oh yeah, just like putting like 200x leverage, and not knowing anything, just using that slider.
You mean your friend?
If you use that slider, I'm sorry if this is offensive. You came to this channel for a reason. Stop using that slider. If you use that slider, you're going to get walked on. You're going to get wrecked. You're going to have a bad day. you use this. You remember using the slider, right, Mike? If you ever used
a friend of mine
leverage in crypto.
A friend of mine really liked that slider. A friend.
Well, your friend got a lot of work, some bad habits to get rid of. That's coming from a place of love. You gotta break some bad habits there.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And let's go over the rate. Like we have to go over how do you even calculate that? We've gone over it, right? But you're gonna take 1% of your account. Let me get this. Take 1%, right? Whatever that is of your account. Whatever you have to like calculate 1% of your total account because that's what you're risking, right? This is your risk. It's 1%. That's how much you're risking to lose. You need to multiply that by 100, right? And then, right, so if we entered the trade, and you're going to use TradingView or whatever your drawing software is, you're going to draw out your stop loss and see how it has a percentage here in your stop loss. That's 0.14, right? You're going to divide that by the percentage. Divide that. Oops. Yeah, divide that by 0.14. And the number that comes up with this formula is the amount you need to put in the leverage trade to equal, say, if this was $10. Right? We're not talking about, oh, I'm going to put $10 into the trade and risk $10. No. you need to put whatever your account, you need to figure out what 1% is of that account. Right? You're multiplying it by 100 because it's 100%. You're risking to lose the total amount of what you're calculating here, right? And then you're going to divide it by the stop loss. That's how you calculate your risk. If you're not doing that before the trade, you're setting yourself up for failure.
This is gold here, people. Gold. Yeah, no, it's
a lot of people don't. There's no channels that'll talk about, oh, how do I calculate that stop loss? I just gave it to you. Right. I had to pay like, I forget what it was. It was like $400 for that. You could find it, I guess, if you looked for it, but knowing that's very important.
Money well spent.
Right.
Looks like that trade's working out. Or did you jump out of it?
I jumped out of it. But yeah, it's bullish. This is a bullish environment. Probably should have waited for take profit, but it's all right. So yeah, 2 profitable trades right there.
So did you want to talk about
why did I jump out? It's because it's Sunday night.
Did you want to talk about conventional markets? Because I have all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, why don't we go over some stuff? So
unfortunately, it's gonna center around like mostly what happened the past week with everything going on in the Middle East. But we'll go over the two small oil plays, and then I'll mention a few more that are nice for these whole Israeli conflict and oil price spiking. Disclaimer: the first 2 that I'm going to talk about are garbage stocks. The Houston oil company more so than the Indonesian one, but they basically
bring up
Husa, yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna love this, dude. Check this out from this past week. With Israel just going nuts in the desert.
Dang, look at that. The 1 hour got the golden cross.
It's insane.
What is this? This happened on Tuesday.
Yeah, so this is from this past week. I was talking about this. With everything going on in Israel, the oil price started spiking. Because this one was so beat down and short sold, I mean, boom, bada bing. Here, if you had bought on the RSI trick, you would have been money both times. But yeah, it's crazy, and it's sitting up there near 145. It looks like, which is wild, absolutely wild. But this is one here is a great money maker during this whole conflict and when oil prices spike. So, like I said, this company has like 3 employees. They don't really make money. They basically they do make some money, but basically what they do is they lease out. They basically rent out their leases that they're able to get from the federal governments, different ones. They have an oil lease in Colombia, one in Texas. So they just kind of say, hey, we got this lease. You want to go drill for oil there? You pay us so much per barrel that you pump up out the ground, and boom. They do have earnings coming up, though, in November, and you should definitely get out of this before the next earnings.
Yeah, I would have already sold. But it could just keep pumping. That's the other thing. But that's the thing. We just find another entry. That's it.
Yeah.
I showed you how to do it because the more you sell your position and you learn how to do this, the more you realize the power of doing it, right? It's very important to do this.
The next one is Indo. It's not like super important to talk about these ones. Obviously, at this point, if oil goes back down, I would wait for Husa.
Indo?
Yeah, I would wait for Husa to get back down to 1-ish, under 110 is a buy. But as you can see, this chart almost looks exactly like Husa.
It's very similar.
Chart. Yeah.
You want to talk about that? I gotta stir the chili real quick.
Oh yeah, make sure you stir that chili. So what Corey doesn't tell you is that he's not actually making homemade chili. He bought a bunch of chili at Wendy's. threw it in the pot, and he's just gonna simmer it and stir it for a while, and then tell his girlfriend that he made dinner when she gets home. So so Indo, this is an Indonesian oil company. They're actually drilling. They have 70-something employees on staff. They make more money than Husa, but they don't make that much money. Their market cap, like Husa's, in the millions, if not tens of millions. They just tend to fly when oil prices change. So when the oil price tanked to $60-something a barrel, these both, as you can see, went down pretty hard. But when the oil price starts going up, I've seen this one hit 15. I've seen Husa hit $6 when oil went up to $110 a barrel a few years ago. So these are awesome, awesome plays for, you can make insane money within a couple of days if you time your entries right. But yeah, so these little oil companies, like with what's going on in the Middle East and stuff, these are solid. I have a few more that I'll probably mention. Nine, N-I-N-E, is always a good one to talk about. Then there's KLXE is always a good one to talk about. Why don't you bring up USO? Why don't you show them? Let's show them a real solid play, something that has nice options on it. This is the United States Oil Fund. So as you can see, the chart also looks pretty similar to the other ones. Relatively similar. So the reason I like USO is because there's nice option spreads. So you have very regular option expiration dates, which allows you to get in on some nice short-term plays. You got a serious gap there, obviously. That's not great. But this is a collection of different.
That's weird. Look at where that gap is.
At the 618 or 786.
There it is, right? So it could fill, it might not fill, right? But you could be eyeing that. That's a good setup.
Well, these ones are interesting because the last time this stuff was hitting these price levels, oil was up in the high 80s a barrel range. So people are betting on the conflict in the Middle East continuing to drive up oil prices. Typically what I'll do is I actually check the futures price on oil quite a bit. I just basically Google oil barrel price, and the first page that comes up is crude oil prices today. So what I'll do is I'll go on there and I'll check futures trading because that influences this kind of stuff a lot, at least the day-to-day trading. So I've been moving into the short term a lot lately because I'm trying to get into that mindset. It's just important. As I have more cash come in, I need to basically start thinking like a day trader for my own personal financial situation. So
dollar cost average, folks. It's going to be the easiest way.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I still do it. It's
with the day trading
harder to time the markets.
Yeah. And with day trading, there's no such thing as day trading with cryptocurrency. You can go nuts. But if you're going to be day trading the stock market, which I think is infinitely easier than day trading cryptocurrency, you're going to need to have 25 grand in your account to become a pattern day trader. And let's face it, most people who are sitting on, a stockpile at over 6 figures typically don't want to get into day trading. They don't want to risk their money. And people who have very little money, they want to get into day trading because they need to make some money.
Yeah. And it's a means to an end,
Exactly. Very few people that I know that quit their job to go into day trading went back to their normal job.
And it's very hard.
Well, I know a handful of them. Yeah, but I know a handful of them, and they basically what they were doing was they were trading the stocks whenever they could, using their techniques and their strategies. And they basically did the math and was like, okay, I'm making this much money just trading now, and I'm only making this much money at work. So it made no sense to be at work anymore.
Yeah. So then the next question is, what happened when they quit their job?
I mean, they
probably started spending on. I'm speaking because I've done it. They probably started spending more time in the charts than they were before.
Yeah, or doing research, because everybody I know that day trades, they do stocks. So, I mean, that almost kind of requires a bit of research. You need to go in, see if a company has an ATM facility, which is selling stock, which is basically diluting the stock by selling shares at market price, because that'll drive their price down on the intraday momentum trading. They would check out SEC filings to do that, which are completely public information. There's a lot more to it when you're doing the companies. Whereas with the cryptocurrencies, you're basically looking at their inflation or deflationary mechanism. Is it mined? Is it proof of stake? Like, how inflationary does it get? How deflationary does it get? So, total
Basically, it's
market cap.
manipulated.
Yeah.
It's not. It's all manipulated. It's nothing to do with any of that stuff.
The stock market's manipulated too.
It's all. If you look at it, it runs in the same, pretty much almost the same as crypto, like on Bitcoin.
The S&P 500 and Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean,
they all have their nuances, but they all basically run with each other, and that should tell you something. I mean, it's what we talk about. It's what we talk about on this channel.
There's been some decoupling events.
Timed price.
Well, yeah, high frequency trading bots are the majority of trading nowadays. If you're trading physically as a person, buying and selling, I mean, not really physically, you do use your finger. But if you're trading like that, you are literally the minority out there. Most trades are just little bots.
I wish I could pull up the video, but like Warren Buffett's like, yeah, we don't. You think your trade is like on actual books? No, you put that on like off market. It's like not even there. Your trades don't even influence any of it because it runs on an algorithm, right?
My trades are great. My mom says my trades are special.
What's the next one you wanted to go through?
I mean, we can always take a look at SPCB again. This one really interests me because it doesn't make any sense.
SPCB?
Yes, we've talked about this one on the trade before. It's an Israeli cyber defense company.
All right.
And oh boy, would you just look at that? Huh? Would you look at it? Look at it. Yeah, that is. So as Israel's been well, yeah, as Israel's been duking it out and fighting out there, basically for some strange reason, this stock, which doesn't have any contracts with the Israeli government, they just keep flying. It's great. It's hilarious. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a thing. So I see it as more of like,
I like to call that the middle finger pattern. You see it?
Yeah.
And do you know what happens with the middle finger pattern?
I do not.
If you decide to go long. Yeah. I give you 3 guesses, but you probably only need 1.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be good. I mean, basically,
yeah.
I mean, there is a way that this skyrockets again, and if something even crazier that's what's been happening the past few weeks happens over there in the Middle East again, specifically with Israel, you could see something crazy happen with this stock. It's wild.
So notice we have a lot of support right here. If I was gonna buy this, I would wait for it to get to my red line.
And what's your red line?
$3.50.
350? About
350.
Nice.
But yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Looks. If I were to just go off of the pattern and the way the moving averages are looking, right? This is aggressively pointing down. Um, tells me that it's going to probably go into a discount where I can buy more. Not shorting, right? Because if we're bullish on something like this, right, we're going to be looking for longs. We're not going to be looking to short. But I don't know. It seems like if you just shorted this company from the very beginning, you'd be a billionaire.
Well, I don't know about billionaire, but yeah, the company definitely diluted and then tanked their stock price as a result. The crazy thing is they actually make good income. I mean, you're talking tens of millions of dollars in income.
Yeah, I wonder where it's coming from.
They treat. They actually do cybersecurity for the private sector or the public sector, private sector for companies. Like API data locker, stuff like that. Like basically what Jasmine does for the most part.
Data lockers. Yeah, we can look at Jasmine's chart too. It looks very similar. Every time you get a big spike, it's like boom, we're gonna sell it. We're taking that money.
Yeah.
I wonder where that money's going. Who's selling? That's weird.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. But yeah, this one's basically just your day trading play. So what'll happen is if you saw so for instance Monday, so you saw this craziness happen over the weekend. I mean, for instance, like if Iran just outright missile barrages Tel Aviv, this stock on Monday morning when 9:30 opening bell comes, it'll tank down a bit. That's typically the past like couple weeks. If you bought then, you would have made money on the day. Because right around 10 a.m., it just
I wouldn't touch this. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. To be honest with you, Mike, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest.
No, that's fine.
You're buying it?
Yep, right now. Right now, I'm buying it on my phone. No, obviously not. The markets are closed.
Oh man.
I'm not buying it right now. I'm going to look at it Monday morning. I'm definitely going to be looking at it on Monday morning.
Watch it like gap up to here. These gaps up to $10
on Monday.
It makes me look like a fool. It makes me look like a fool or some shit.
It happens on Monday.
Oh, I mean, stuff like this has that kind of thing happen. So
well,
I mean,
it's a low market cap. So, like, let's say Monday morning they announce a defense contract with the Israeli government. All of a sudden, boom, $10 in one day would not be out of the question because of how low the market cap is.
That's why I'm predicting $10. All right, on long.
What's the risk to reward ratio on that?
Oh my god, it's
you have a tight stop loss, so
20. It's almost a 1 to 8, almost, or 1 to 7.
So that's bad.
Yeah.
Right? You want like a 7 to 1?
No, this isn't. It's like yeah, it sucks, dude. You want like a 500 to 1, you know?
Oh.
No, that's like a 1 to 8, or yeah, that's 1 to 8, 1 to 7, and that's insanely good.
Nice.
Like if you hit that trade, oh my god!
Right? Quit your job. Like,
go for if you hit a trade like that, go for a vacation, please. Don't continue to hold it, please, for the love of God. Sell it. I mean, so it seems like these highs just get lower in a way. $5. It's already happened. That's what that spike was, right? I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
And now it's 3, so you got these big spikes, and every time you get a big spike, I could be wrong, right? And just gaps up to $500.
Yeah, I mean that probably won't happen. I'm just talking about, I've actually been over most of these before, and I'm just talking basically. I mean, we can always go over other small oil plays where, the KXLE, NINE, stuff like that, But basically, with everything going on with the election, the Middle East, and stuff like that, I'm actually advocating for pulling your money out of the market, especially like this weekend. Guess who has $0 in any market right now? This guy.
Oh, there it is.
I pulled out completely. I just wanted to have a weekend to relax, chill out, not think about any of this stuff. Because I know when Monday comes around and those markets open, I'm going to start sweating. I'm going to start itching. I'm going to start, getting all withdrawals from not making a trade. And I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do
it. That's it. You already know.
So, I mean, if it were me on Monday morning, I'd be looking at this one over the oil companies, only because the oil companies and how much they went up last week, USO included.
You looking for a long?
For this one, yeah, short term. Very much so, yes.
I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just looking sketchy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything just crossed over on the 200 moving average. It does look kind of like a round top, but we shall see. I'm actually trying to put together some different strategies now. Long-term strategies. Basically, what I'm going to be looking at for the next 6 months to a year. Right now, I'm looking at cryptocurrency, Bitcoin mining companies, looking at stuff like that pretty heavy. Only because, with the Bitcoin halving being, how long ago was that now, dude? 6 months ago? The Bitcoin halving?
What was it, in April? I have to look.
Yeah. April of this year. We are long overdue for a price surge. So I think as far as the stock market goes, I think oil's going to be going up, crypto's going to be going up. So, lithium, basically all minerals, rare earth metals,
commodities.
Even, yes.
Commodities are going to be hot.
Yeah,
we're going to be looking at.
I think the AI boom is over. We all know it's coming. We all know NVIDIA makes lots of chips. Good for them. So I actually
percent correction that we had.
Yeah, but NVIDIA is actually also going to be part of my new strategy. NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA and Intel.
Right.
We're bold over here.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, let's check on Bitcoin here. It's doing some funky stuff, but that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm looking for this. Once this 1 hour closes, I'm gonna put some live funds, and I'm gonna be going long on this here, Mike.
But not on stream.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that on stream, but this is starting to look a little wild. Like we're gonna get something here. I want to see it run out these double tops. That'd be a good sign. But once this 1 hour closes above this 200, look for exactly what we showed you on stream today. We want to see this to come up and do that cross.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, we got the arm again.
I don't want to be on stream.
That's proof, guys. Crypto Corey does indeed have a girlfriend.
I'm taken. But we want We want to see that crossover that we saw on the 1 minute happen with this 1 hour, and it's going to do exactly what we saw happen with the 1 minute. Right? It blew up, and it's continued to keep going up ever since we had that. Right? So.
Oh yeah. I mean, basically,
That's
when
the
we were like,
strategy.
"Hey,"
I mean, you can just go and back test it. Just go and back test why I showed you here on stream because, like I say, price is fractal, right? And what happens on the 1 minute will start to step through. So see, the 3 minute had it happen as well. Go into the 5 minute, right? We step up into the higher time frames. Now, see, we already had the crossover that happened back here, right? And this just bounced off the 5 minute. So see a crossover on the 1 minute, start going through your higher time frames and seeing, oh wait, what's going on? Oh, the 7 minute. The 7 minutes holding us up right now. And that's why I saw. That's why I entered the trade as well, right? Because I saw the 7 minute was giving us some strength there on the 200. So start stepping through your higher time frames. Don't panic when you see a crossover on the 1 minute. Oh my goodness, it's going to go down. No, you have to go and start looking through the higher time frames, right? So 15 minute, right? 15 minutes looking sketchy. This is what I'm talking about. See how it's crossing here on the RSI? It could stay up like it was on the other ones, right? But I don't like it when I see that. And we have a 1, 2, 3, and we really, really need to see this 1 hour we got 12 more minutes, right? 12 more minutes to see this close above this 200. I need to see it because those 3 wicks that we talked about are telling me a story that we're getting some strong resistance here and that this is a very sketchy area to take a trade.
Very sketchy.
So yeah, we're waiting. Got 10 more minutes, basically 12 more minutes, but let's see if this 1 hour. So if we get this close above the 1 hour, right, this is a very strong signal, right? And look at where our RSI is on the 1 hour. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh yeah.
See how this blue line's coming across the orange line here? It's very similar. When you see this stuff, it's gonna get the cross. Now it could go right this and then dump, right? Nothing is guaranteed in trading. Gotta emphasize that. Nothing that you've seen on the stream today is financial advice. You know, we're only using a demo trading account. That way we can keep ourselves safe. We don't want to get sued.
Sue? I dated a girl named Sue. Horrible.
Or yeah, Sue, or you don't even want any we don't want any trouble from the Fed types there.
Oh yes. So I think I found. So I think next week I'm gonna get a new monitor that'll fit down here in front of me behind my camera. Yeah. So when I'm doing the stream, I can keep you down here. So that way it looks like I'm looking at you. Because right now this is not ideal. You're up here on my nice Samsung.
Yeah. Oh.
It's you know, I'm a consumerist, you know. That's why I like to get weird stuff. I go to a lot of Renaissance fairs, so of course I got the long sword. You know.
Oh, there it is, folks.
I buy things. Oh yeah, people think like, oh, you should definitely, you know, like I'm a proponent of, you know, self-defense and everything that comes with it, you know. But I won't get into detail on that. But I think it is 10 times more terrifying if you hear someone break into your house, you throw on a quick chainmail, they go on easy, you bust out that longsword, you go to the top of your stairs. These robbers come around the corner, they see a guy with a longsword wearing chainmail. I think that is 10 times more terrifying than somebody with a firearm. Or a large, angry dog.
You gotta be careful with that, though. Because what if they have a firearm?
Yeah, yeah. Then that'd
good.
be like a Monty Python skit at that point.
That'd be like bringing a sword to a gunfight.
Hey, literally.
Well, you can try to block the bullets with the sword.
Yeah, cover your vitals. Cover your vitals. Channel your inner Deadpool. I don't know if Corey gets that reference.
I haven't seen Deadpool, to be honest with you.
You haven't even seen the first one?
Never seen it.
If you are going to watch a superhero movie, Corey, the Deadpool movies would be the ones to watch because they basically make fun of superhero movies.
Oh, all right.
It's an anti-hero that just, yeah. And I have to say the third one is probably the funniest one. Just very much not your typical, comic book movie.
There's 3 of them already?
Yeah, the third one, he got Wolverine to come out of retirement, man. Hugh Jackman.
Wow. Well, I mean, I haven't watched. Yeah, I don't watch movies.
At all?
Don't do it anymore. No.
JB doesn't get you to cuddle down on the couch and put a movie on?
No, we really well, we'll watch documentaries, or lately we've been watching our skydiving videos, trying to get our technique perfect,
No shit. Did she hang out with you in the stew? Did she hang out with you there in the stew?
Sometimes, yeah, but the charts are kind of boring,
You got a chair over there for her? Is there a chair that she? Yeah. Ah, nice. What are you rocking for a chair?
That's a student chair. That's the Walmart special.
Nice. You know what I got?
I got What's that?
I got it's part of a dining room set that my ex left behind. Huh?
There you go. Score. That's what's up.
I ain't spending no money on some freaking office chair. I gotta buy some options, baby.
I would find, I mean, I still had that chair that you found back at in Stafford.
What was that? The brown one?
Was that brown chair that you found on the side of the road? Remember that?
Oh, no way. I found that on the side of the road? I don't remember finding it. I do remember the chair.
Yeah, well, we, that's what we do. We make do with what we got. Oh, yeah, we're crypto millionaires, and we're picking up office chairs on the side of the road, by the way. This was like, how many years ago was this when you were living at my place? It was like 6 years, 5 years ago?
At least 5, yeah.
Wow,
I came here right after. Steven says, and the award for the best chair goes to... He jumped in the chat some while ago. I don't remember. I don't know exactly when. He said, "Greetings from Italy."
Yeah, but I heard he was taking a vacation there.
Oh, nice! Watching the stream
up, like balling.
So, what is it like? What is it like? 11 in the morning over there or something? Noon?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. What time is it in Italy?
$1:54 a.m.
Yeah.
Burning the mid-height oil.
Yeah, Steve, you should go skydiving out in Italy. That would be sick. Perfect way to go see everything you want to go see.
Meanwhile, I'm over here streaming on a Sunday night in Connecticut, and I got to go crawl into a tiny attic tomorrow. I mean, it's not a tiny attic. It's just a tight attic. We're doing a devil's triangle and some knee walls. Basically, we got to have our service guys rip off pieces of plywood to have decent
devil's triangle?
Yes. So when you have a small triangle.
What, are they going to be women?
No. It's just me, my partner, fiberglass, and a whole bunch of suck.
Oh, that doesn't sound as fun as it you made it sound.
No, no, the devil's triangles are not fun. It's like when you have a ranch with a low pitched roof or the top of a cape, and it's just like real small. And I mean, oh, ugh. It's not good,
That doesn't
man.
sound fun. I hate insulation. It's the
I
worst.
I wear a Tyvek. I wear a full face respirator. I'm all about that PPE. You
Yeah,
know.
you got it, especially in that. That stuff's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be wearing. Sometimes I'll be wearing a full face respirator if I'm. I definitely wear it when I'm blowing cellulose too, even though cellulose is pretty safe and mostly inert. But if I'm loading bales out in the truck, I just wear a dust mask because I'm partnered up with a guy right now. So just two of us, and we're trying to get this branch for my company going. Trying to start an insulation branch for the company that does roofs and siding and stuff. So yeah, that's what happens, man. 10 years or 8 years of roofing experience to go into a place to get a job as a roofer, and now I'm crawling around attics and
There it is.
checking the stocks every chance I get.
Dreams do come true.
Dude, I was trading some short term options plays on Friday while I was loading bales into the hopper of cellulose. Just sitting there, toss a bale in, check the phone, toss a bale in, check the phone.
That's stressful.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
It sucks.
Oh yeah. Oh, what can you do?
But yeah, I think that's a great place to leave. I mean, we got 2 more minutes. Why don't we wait till we'll see what happens here with this 1 hour close, and in 2 minutes we're gonna take the trade based on the 1 hour, right? And then we're gonna show you. Y'all have to see us take the live trade, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
I've
This
been
is not to be misconstrued as financial advice.
so I've been meaning to talk to you about restarting the small account challenge. So
Let's restart it.
We're gonna both take it super serious. We're gonna throw $15 a month into a brokerage account, and we'll just update. Every Friday. When it first starts out, you're not gonna want to do these daily updates on it. I mean, the first week it's only gonna be $15 in there. So, but I'm thinking, we update every Friday, even if it's just a quick, hey, I have $30 in there now, and then we'll make it a competition. I'll do stocks, and you do crypto, and we can see who gets to, who beats who, basically. We won't have
All right.
We could put a dollar amount on it, but I think that would be a fun little bit, and it would, if you all see firsthand that even if you're only making so much money a week, you can afford $15. I don't care who you are. You can afford $15 a week.
It's possible.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially our young 20-something-year-old dudes out there not making a ton of money. Especially if you only have a high school education.
You can still do it. Hell yeah. Just find a way to stack that cash.
Stack it.
So yeah, we took the trade, right? Because it's 18 seconds into this 1 hour. It's going to close above the 200. And we're playing the long term, right? This is a long-term play. So we're going to wait, and we're going to review this trade when we come back on the next stream. Put our stop loss below this low, right? Below the 21, and we're just going to play this 200, right?
So you went long again?
Oh, yeah. And we're doing the long-term trade here.
Okay. I did not realize
this is the 1 hour. We're playing the 1 hour crossover here. So we're off the 1 minute chart for all that is watching. Yes, I took the entry on the 1 minute, and it could probably pull back a little further. I'm giving a lot of wiggle room here. So adjust your risk properly. But this is the 1 hour trade. I'm looking for the 1 hour to come back to equilibrium of the range, which would be 65,500. That's the low hanging fruit, right? very likely that it's going there. Nice. Higher. So, like I said, keep watching the stream. We're giving you updates like almost every other day here. So,
when is our next stream gonna be?
Tomorrow, if you got it.
Tomorrow, Monday?
Let's see what happens tomorrow. I want to see what happens because we got
some Tybo.
I mean, it's not really like serious, but we got this consumer credit month over month.
Okay. All right. And knowing me, I'll probably go full tilt back into the stock market tomorrow after a weekend off. So that'll always be fun.
There it is.
Probably have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, folks. That's a good stream. If you have any questions, comments, post them down below.
Or the Facebook page, the Manic Money Facebook page, Steven, if you aren't already a follower.
Yeah. Make sure because if you don't hit that notification bell, you ain't gonna know when we go live, right? So we're doing the live trades on stream, showing you how to do it, right? Sunday night. And that's basically it.
Enjoy the rest of your night, people. This has been
all right,
Manic Money.
The one thing to be watching, right, is be watching these drawdowns, right? I'm watching this because if we get in our drawdown, it's going to tell us, no, this trade is invalid. So just make sure you keep that in mind. We don't want to see the 1 hour lose a 200 again. Right? If that loses a 200, basically the trade's invalidated. I'm going to close the trade. I want to make sure I put that out before we end the stream here because it can be a little confusing. All right, so if we get a close back below the 200, I'm exiting. All right, folks, this has been another stream.
Manic Money.
Tune in. Yeah, we'll be in tomorrow, right? So
8 p.m.
Go over the charts tomorrow.
Eastern Standard Time.
That's it. And basically with that, we're going to keep you updated. We'll give you updates on this trade, whatever happens, on the next stream. We'll let you know. So with that,
oh yeah,
peace out, guys. It's another solid